What is the challenge of playing a president in an age when the president is not what the president used to be, in terms of a moral figure of integrity, a leader?
He is now. Now, I personally am very fond of President Clinton. I think he's extraordinary, and I think the country is very lucky to have him. And I think that Aaron, I'm not specific, but I think he gets a lot of his energy and optimism from the president. The president has said that about our show to you guys when they visited just before the State of the Union. He talked about the optimism of our show and how important that was and how he had fought for that for 7 years. You guys should talk about that. It's extraordinary. He invited you into the Oval Office, you guys, when you were there, and talked to you personally about the show. And for my own part, I find that if I don't act presidential, if I just act human and allow Aaron to come through me, I'm fine. When I get in the way, when I start enacting the president, it doesn't work. John and I have talked about this so much, about how Aaron writes very specific, and it's very disciplined. We're talking about we all come from the theater. So does he.
Yes, that's right.
He's a brilliant playwright, and he's very specific. And when he is not specific, he lets us know, I'm working on that, or if you have any ideas about that, or I'm not finished with this, I'm still tinkering. That's always the case. When it's right, it works, and it comes through him to us, and we get out of the way and allow him to come through. It's his president. I have the personality. If I drop dead tomorrow, I promise you that Tim will be a marvelous president. But I really was so moved by what the real president said about our show. I wish you guys would share some of that, because it's really extraordinary.
Share the experiences.
Well, he tried to get Janet Reno to play my leading lady, and I drew the line. She'd be good. She would. You could laugh, but she. I'm sorry, Tommy. Go ahead.
No, I think he was just very pleased that there was a show, what John actually mentioned at the very beginning, which was that it shows these people working this hard. And it's an honorable profession. And whatever his personal feelings are and how much he's seen the show, we actually don't really know that. What we do know is his staff watches the show, and he hears about it on Thursday. He absolutely hears about it on Thursday. So from that, what he's getting is the idea that these people feel extraordinarily well represented by watching this show.
I think part of it's the same thing that he's responding to. It's funny, whenever we deal with the entertainment press, they'll always ask us a question about, don't you think that your characters are more idealistic than the people actually in Washington? And our contact with them, it's absolutely not true. These people, Republicans and Democrats and conservatives and liberals, are highly idealistic people working for peanuts with no personal lives. They're very inspired. We're not sugarcoating that aspect of these characters at all, and I think they're very thankful for that.
You know, the only thing they object about with us is the wardrobe. They can't afford it.
They can't.
That's true. A lot of these people are PhDs, and as I said, they have no personal life, and they are nameless and faceless for the most part, but they are dedicated, conscientious, patriotic people, and they are thrilled with our show.
And I think one thing Aaron really captures that they struggle with every day is these are idealistic people in a pragmatic world, and they have to make these horrible concessions every day in order to get an inch of what they really want to get done. And Aaron finds very fertile, dramatic, and comedic ground in that, and I think that's an important aspect of the show.